June 30th, 2019. The day it all started. I wanted to celebrate with people born in the same month with me. Oluwarotimi Emmanuel. It was a crazy idea, but the feeling was so strong. So at first, it was called June Mates. Then later, Month Mate Hub.
But one of the things that, or some of the things that people don't know about me is the fact that I am actually a shy person. That's a secret. But the thing there is that why it is difficult for people to know is because when it gets down to work, that shyness disappears. When it is work time, everything in me is set to work. So that's just it. Then secondly is the fact that I love to be indoor, especially inside a dark room. When I want to do my thinking period and all of that, I like to be alone, to get some details from, or to gauge some details from the vision, ideas, and the things that we do. So that's just it. Yeah, 3 years ago, I was having a feeling, I've shared these times with a number, I was having this feeling, and joy, towards my birthday. And I'm like, what? That was in the month of May. My birthday happens to be in the month of June 9th to be precise. And I was just having this feeling, this joy, like a baby, trying, looking forward to, it's our birthday and all that. So I have to trace it. What's the reason for all of this thing? So I found out that previous years I've not been celebrating my birthdays due to one challenge here and all that, blah, blah. But this particular time, more or less like I have the time, the chance to do that. So, but on the other hand, the challenge was that celebrating myself alone was not a challenge. I don't know how to celebrate myself. So I was looking for people who are giving birth to in the same month with me. That was when I was looking for, okay, all of that. I've shared this with them when I was talking about, okay, looking forward to, it was where I shared that story with Morenike. I've mentioned Morenike. I also told Adeyinka, the two Adeyinkas, Morenike happened to document those things, having shared with her. Then I went to share with these two other ladies. That was how Adeyinka was the one, gingering the thing, like, okay, when are we starting? Adeyinka was the one who helped us out in, discovering the word months, because I said June mates because my birthday was in June, and she was the one who said, okay, what happened to the people who are giving birth in the month of July? So continuity. So that was how I arrived at, okay, instead of calling it June mate or July mate or August mate, let's call it month mate. So that's the whole story in short about month mate stuff. And we started, and here we are today. Yes, my favorite moments in Month Meetup are moments where we have to solve every issues, giving answers, and not just answers to every bugging issues, but going forward answers. The answers you give that put you in a particular spot, but the answers you give to issues that keep you going. So whenever we are able to, whenever the challenges are, and we are able to give answers to most of all these confronting challenges, I'm always happy because it keeps us going forward. Every challenges that comes to you must not run away. Challenges are more or less like that test you write in an exam hall to pass to the next class. So they came, so we have to face it, and once we face it, it won't face out. So it's a face, so face it. And I'm always happy anytime, like I said, we are able to have going forward answers to all those working questions. So those are my favorite moments. Others, just like I said earlier, challenges are breakfast of every winner, you know, or every champion. Have you seen a champion in a football field or in a battlefield, you know, without a challenge? There's a challenge. You have to be challenged for your belt as a boxer to remain there, or else it will be taken away. So challenges are bound to happen, but one of the ways we've been able to scale all of this, we're ever ready. Personally, one of the things I do is to look ahead of most of these challenges before they even arrive. By planning, I love planning a lot. Planning, and I love working with plan. If I work with you and we don't have a plan, I will malfunction because I need a plan to work. So I plan. It helps to plan ahead because challenges will come. So this plan and help us to you plan, you program, you document all of these things and all that. Put a structure in place because it has to do with people, and people need the structure. People need the plan to work. It's not that you have to use your mind to tell them. So for me, challenges is one of those things. We're ever ready. Let challenges come. It is tough. We too, we are tough. We are there to make it work.
Pretender, give way. Let's come together. React together. Team Nigeria, so we can be stronger. Somebody build you. I walk on that little. Somebody prepare because of tomorrow. You are my baby forever.
Music for me is a relaxation center. The way you go to place to relax and all. I love music. Aside from even singing them, aside from going to the studio to record, aside from even at home personally, I sing, I dance. But music for me is a gift. It's a gift, and I'm not letting that go for any reason. It's a gift that I intend to sing, to the delight of the people, to make people happy. Just let's have fun and enjoy the time being, together. On the other hand, I also like to create a platform where we'll bring, other people on board and help them to grow as well. So that's it for music. Nothing much. All right, another flavor, of course, in areas where, but this is it. The flavor I added came with responsibility. I have to sit up because people have to look for, okay, what's the next thing? What are we doing? So what's next? So it has added flavor. Trying to see responsibility flavor because I have to look ahead of time. Like I said earlier, that okay, we have what we run, a team for the year. Then we have a team for the month, just to guide us, all through the time. So you have to prepare what it is to be here. Then we have to prepare what it is for every month as well. So these are some of the things. So flavor, it came with disguise because now capacity, my capacity have grown. I've grown in terms of seeing things the way I see things, and is quite different. Then I have to build capacity to ensure that I meet up with the demands of the vision or the tasks per time, per phase as it goes. So that's just the. Yes, starting a thing, new thing can be scary, but funny enough, this might sound somehow, but the truth is this: I love adventure. Things doesn't scare me like that. It's not today, that day. It's been love with facing one challenge and all that. So I love challenges. No winner should run from any form of challenges. The best you can do to yourself to build capacity. You might get hurt, you might be injured, you might have scars. After all, scars are even the gift that every star gets. Without a scar, they say you can't be a star. Some of those things. So for me, so I won't say much on this. Instead speaking, it wasn't nothing. I was ready to face it. I already knew it came. Of course, it's not going to be something that easy. So I was ready to face it. Yes, it was a tough thing, but I just believe I was also tough too. And thank God the people that work with me, they're also tough. From the first set of people, the founding schools, you get to see them. They were standing on their feet. The likes of Femi, Wale, Yinka, Steven, Kemi, and the rest of them. Till date, they are always standing on their feet to ensure that we meet up to the tasks of the game. Yes, of course. One of the traits is you must not just be a leader, but you must be a servant leader. What do I mean by that? One, who is ready to serve. Then two is you must also be one with a soft heart and a lion heart. What do I mean by that is this, because we need that soft heart because power intoxicates people, and we've given you power already. So we need that soft heart to tamper justice with mercy. Although there are structures in place over every schools at what level, including myself. I have supervised over myself. I have put some people in place to put me, on check in case anything might want to go wrong. So these are the basic things. Every other thing comes under this book. Like I said, a servant leader, one with a soft heart and a lion's heart. Because as a leader, when challenges arise, you must be able to be up to the task. So that's it. One of the things we do, it's simple. They are all listed in our goals. And some of them are, we create an atmosphere where friendship is born, healthy friendship. And we also create an atmosphere where purpose, driven people gather to meet each other. Also, we create an atmosphere where we allow people to, a platform where people display their gifts. Yeah, that's another way we measure. Then one of it is also where we create a community of people who are happy and successful through months meetup. It's not just, like I mentioned earlier, this is the end point. Wow, that's just one of the very, very important questions in all of this. By God's grace, we've been able to journey from day 1 to 3. And like I explained to the schools recently when we have now meeting that, okay, we've been able to do a figure, and the figure is 3. There's something about 3. 3 and 7 are more or less like the same thing. 7 is a number of perfection, so it's 3, because it's even divine. Let's go to God, all that a bit. We have God, the Father, the Son, 3, and they are 1. We have the day, afternoon, and night, 3. We also have beginning, we have middle, and we have ending. So in whole, what I'm trying to say is, so I was able to derive from this that means we've been able to conclude a module, because when you do morning, when you do afternoon, and you do night, it doesn't mean you won't do morning again. You come back and do another morning. So a module has been completed, which is this 3 years. So we are starting another module. So with this, I was able to project that where we've been able to build something online, a community of people online. Of course, we also meet on ground. This time around, one of the major thing we are going to be doing this 3 years is we're embarking on the hub online. We have an hub, the hub online, but this time I want to have the hub on ground, that's online, where we have a community, a large community of people where people can come in to live there, work there, and we have all our activities there. So that with this, we can now have the end goal of what we stand for, which is a community of people who are happy and successful. Yeah, the founding experts are the people who we picked to function in some special offices. The likes of Femi Eson, who was the first Month Meetup president. Then he has his vice. Wale Okeyode was the vice president. General secretary was Stephen Adisa. Kemi Oladeji was the general social media manager. And of course, we have Adeyinka Owokoniro, who happens to be the disciplinary and has also served as the account officer for all that we do. So these are the people that were picked to run in these offices. So, and they sat and, or to form the founding ESCOs. I was also part of them. Yeah. Of course, the other ESCOs are the second president, that's Toby Akinrele. Toby happens to be the second president of Monthmate, and after his tenure, he became the general manager of the parent company, Exceptional Entertainment International. And after him, another person took over, and that was Oluwakemilola Agbara-Ojo, now the current president of Monthmate Hub. And also the team that worked with them, Amino Akerele, she's the head of finance and reports. Olabisi Aromole, head special event and planning. Also Grace Isaiah, she's the head disciplinary. And Benga Oladeji, general secretary during Toby's tenure, but currently now the vice president to the current president, Oluwakemilola Agbara-Ojo. And we have Bamidele Fumilayo, head logistics and protocol. Olojo Ifeoluwa, head social and publicity. Ife has been one person who have served, from the beginning of the tenure to the current tenure. And we also have Emilia Oyimbo, head welfare. These are great guys, great minds, and exceptional people. We thank God for everything. Okay, all right. To join is free. To be a member of Month Meetup is free, and you can also join via our online handles on social media or website www.monthmeetup.com or Instagram, which we are very much active on at the moment, which is at monthmeetup. And of course, I'm so sure when you're watching this, you can also check for phone numbers for who to call or chat as well to be a member of Month Meetup. Then in case you are far and wide, in case you are wondering, okay, I'm actually not close, where's the location, all that, we've been able to spread out. We are presently like about 7 locations at the moment, and we are still spreading out. We are in Lagos, Nigeria, Abuja, Abeokuta, and Ibadan at the moment. So then outside the country, we are in Spain, Dubai, and in Ghana and in Togo. So in case you are outside the country, it's simple.